Well, here's Big Daddy on our club. Johnson Wagner. Wags, good to see you. Before we get started, you make the walk through that tunnel. I want to take you back 24 years, right here at Bethpage Black. You were 21 years old. You shot a 66 to come from six back and win the Met Open. First since the great George Zaringer, 1985, to win the Met Am and the Met Open in the same year. Great memories, Johnson.
Rich, I have always loved Bethpage Black. I've actually spent the night in the parking lot probably 6 or 7 times to get that first tee time with my brother and a bunch of other friends I grew up playing with. But never seen it like this. We're in the tunnel way up in this thing. And the evolution of these grandstands around the first tee at Ryder Cups are pretty interesting. I think it was 2014 at Glen Eagles was the first time that Europe built that huge one. They sort of took it to the next level at both Paris and Marco Simone. And of course, Whistling Straits in 2021 was amazing. Let's go take a look at what this thing looks like from the outside. And now as the players are coming down this tunnel, above them is the biggest part of this grandstand. So when you're walking out there, this place is going to be rocking. It's going to be shaking as you come down. Paulie, Europe's only won 15 times compared to 27. I didn't realize that. I know y'all have had the advantage since 1979, but anyway, coming down these steps, and people always say that the Ryder Cup first tee is the most nervous that they've ever been on a golf course, and I'm already nervous walking out here right now. It's just got goosebumps. And we come out, and we're right here behind the 18th green, and the first thing you notice is just the grandness of this entire build-out everywhere, down the right side of 18, down the right side of 1. We make our way over to this first tee. That heart rate's getting going. Fortunately, I didn't bring a club tonight, so I'm not hitting this tee shot. And you just get the scale and just the massive amounts of people. This is probably one of the coolest spots you can be in any sport, is the first tee of a Ryder Cup. Singing, chanting. I thought Rome, the European team, had all these incredible songs they were singing to every different player coming up. So we get down to the tee. Those of us that know Bethpage Black know that this is not the normal back tee. The normal back tee is sitting up under this grandstand over here, and the whole place 430 yards normally on the scorecard. But for the Ryder Cup, to accommodate this massive build-out, they have moved it up now. It's 397. And a lot of players, there's been a lot of chatter about a few guys being able to drive the green, because if you take an aggressive line over the trees, it's about 345 yards to that front edge. So it's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of nerves. If you lay up here, it's like a 3-wood or a hybrid, and I've heard from a lot of players in Ryder Cup history that the last thing you want to do off the first tee is not hit driver. You want to make that swing with the biggest club you have in your bag. So it'll be fun to watch the guys go to work here on Friday morning. Rich?
Wags, thank you for the intro there to the first hole. But just taking a look at the golf course just in general, and you've played it so much and had so much success here, can you tell us what to look forward this week? I mean, match play is a little bit more about risk and reward. What is the best risk-reward hole on the course or shot on the course? What's the toughest tee shot on the course? What's the toughest hole on the course? Just sort of give us a general overview of the course.
Well, I think the 5th hole is absolutely the hardest tee shot. And when you think about playing alternate shot and foursomes, you have to hit a fade off of that tee. So when I look at this golf course as a whole, I think players that draw the ball right to left off the tee, those are going to be guys that play the odd holes. The even holes, the guys that fade it. I think the odd holes set up a lot better. As far as risk reward, 13 the par 5, 4 the par 5. Really hard to hold a ball on the 4th hole. It's only 520 yards, but the green's elevated and the green's a brick, sort of runs away from you. So I think 13 is probably the best chance for an eagle. And maybe here at 1. Maybe here at 1, if we catch it downwind, we'll see some guys going after it. But I think this is just such a beautiful major championship test. It's not set up with lots of eagle opportunities. It's going to be I think we'll see a lot of birdies, but not that go for broke. There's only water on 1 hole, and that's number 8, and I don't particularly think it comes into play. So I don't think you're going to have the fireworks of a golf course with reachable 5s.
There's going to be a lot of focus, Wags, on that first tee shot where you're standing right now, and you gave us a visual there a moment ago of the line that the bigger hitters may take. Now, it's 400 yards long, even from that forward tee, but nonetheless, on a straight line towards the green, it's kind of only a 320 carry, isn't it, to get out to the fairway? So from there, how much further onto the green is it? And could we see the likes of Bryson or Rory maybe even drive that green? Do you think it's actually possible from that tee?
It's 345 yards to the front edge, and Paul, the way the first green is really narrow left to right, it's not a very wide green, so if you miss it, if you go for the green and miss it in that right rough, you have a brutal angle to try to get it on there. I think the play is to take it and try to put it maybe 50 yards short of the green for those longer hitters, but you have to make sure you miss this fairway to the left side because it's much easier to get the ball on the surface from left than it is right. So yes, if the wind conditions are okay, I think possibly Cam Young, Bryson, and Rory are about the only three guys I could see physically getting it on the surface.
Wags is a New York guy. Mets or Yankees?
Oh, the Yankees.
Front
Not even
runner.
close.
Mets are struggling. Season is hanging by a thread. Jets or Giants? Or if you were smart, you wouldn't admit to either.
I grew up in Texas. I grew up a Cowboys fan. Now I'm a Panther fan. I hate both the Giants and the Jets.
at the moment, as both are 0-3.
If you want to go.
So do a lot of New York fans. Wags, thank you. Here is Wags at Bethpage Black way back when, having won the Met Opens, one of the most prestigious, oldest sections in the country.
Probably hadn't even had a bourbon then.
Still didn't have the mustache either. It was years away.